Pierce Brosnan's car collection is perfect for a former 007. From Pierce Brosnan's first set of wizarding wheels to an Aston Martin that went up in flames, there are the cars the former Bond got to drive another day. When you have the name James Bond on your CV, everyone assumes you must have a super cool car history every bit as glamorous as 007. Well, in Pierce Brosnan's case, there is some truth to that theory. At least there is once he got going. Possibly inspired by his most famous role, no, not Remington Steele. Brosnan has driven his fair share of fast cars, automotive, blunt instruments and Q-branch approved high-tech machines. He has also had at least one car completely destroyed, although neither Spectre nor Smersh accepted any responsibilities. So, as the most charming 007, sorry Roger, celebrates turning 67, we thought we would cast a golden eye over his car collections. From his first model to his most recent, as for the future, we don't know what Pierce will get next. After all, tomorrow never drives. Ford Anglia 1965. When it was launched in 1959, Ford described the Anglia as the world's most exciting light car. And it wasn't finished there. It's the dream car you will learn to love for the thrill of sheer pleasure. Another ad promised. Sounds preposterous, but a generation of car buyers believed it, and the Ford Anglia would sell more than 1 million cars during its production run up to 1968. Then again, with its Detroit-style tail fins, electric windscreen wipers as standard and a perfunctory 4-speed gearbox. Maybe that shouldn't come as a surprise. Aston Martin V12 Vanquish 2002. In his 4 outings as 007, Brosnan drove an Aston Martin DB5 and a few BMWs. Then in his final film, Bond was given an Aston Martin Vanquish and Pierce fall in love. Introduced by Aston in 2001 as the successor of the Vantage, the first generation V12 Vanquish was designed by Ian Kellum and took its inspiration from the DB4 Zagato of the early 1960s and was considered the 21st century's first iconic GT. And of course, the outgoing 007 has to have one. 3 months after Brosnan finished shooting Tomorrow Never Dies and having finally hung up his Walther PPK, Aston delivered his bespoke silver Vanquish. BMW H7 Hydrogen 2007. Brosnan and his second wife, Keely Shea Smith, are both passionate about the environment and were easily adopters of BMW's H7. Only 100 were built, and the modified 6-liter V12 engine could run on conventional gasoline and liquid hydrogen. When it was launched in 2006, it was capable of 0 to 60 mph in 9.5 seconds, had a top speed of 145 mph and a combined range of 435 miles. Range Rover Vogue HSE 2014. It is remarked Jeremy Clarkson when the new Range Rover was launched in 2013. The best car in the world. When the flagship of the Land Rover range was designed by Gary McGovern, he didn't just build a stunning 4x4, but he also created the luxury SUV market, where the Bentley Bentayga, Rolls-Royce Cullinan and Porsche Cayenne would follow. The Range Rover Vogue had already been there, done it and bought the handmade monogrammed silk shirt. Why did Brosnan have one? Because although the world was not enough, having the best car in the world was probably fine. BMW i8 2014. Keeping up his eco-credentials, Brosnan swapped his hydrogen BMW for a much more efficient, practical and downright sexy plug-in hybrid i8. This game-changing futuristic sports car was one of the first to make the possibility of driving on pure electric power desirable. Okay, so it wasn't a pure EV, but go back 5 years and you try to find a first charging power point with which to juice up. It's hard enough now. So for Pierce, it made sense to have a petrol engine alongside the electric powertrain, and it definitely looked the part, especially at his home in Malibu. He isn't really talk about the i8, but then again, we didn't expect him to talk. No, Mr. Brosnan, we expect you to drive. Ford F-150 2017. Practical, powerful and doesn't mind getting its hand dirty. That could be the description of James Bond. But it also applies to Ford's legendary F-150 pickup, with a lineage that can be traced back to 1948 when Ford released the F1. The F-150 name has been used since 1975 and it is currently in its 13th generation. Not only it has been the best-selling pickup in the US since 1977, but it has also been the best-selling vehicle of any kind in the States for more than 40 years. Brosnan uses his F-150 to carry his pedal boards to the beach where he enjoys the surf. BMW 750i 2018. Although forever linked with Aston Martin in the movies and a Bentley in Ian Fleming's original novel, for a very brief moment in the 1990s, specifically on Brosnan's watch, Bond went all BMW. In GoldenEye, he drove a Z3. Ah, Mr. Bond, we have been expecting you for a viewing of 27 Bluefield Gardens. A Z8 in the world is not enough, and most famously, a 750iL in Tomorrow Never Dies, as well as a BMW R1200 motorbike. The 750iL was one of the least likely Bond cars, unless 007 has swapped the spy game for the chauffeuring business. But the clever twist was that it could be driven via remote control, and the subsequent car chase is a multi-story car park in Germany was a hood. Years later, Brosnan again found himself behind the wheel of an updated 750i, but this time he was in the front seat and he drove it far more sensibly. When it comes to luxury cars, Niemand macht es besser. Thank you for staying with us.
It's been a while, but I'm coming out of